Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Appreciate you guys so much for coming through for this video. And yeah, this is some very, very interesting policies here in place. And so basically, I'll go ahead and read through it. But it says, sources say that unvaccinated NBA players and markets that have the local requirements there, such as New York Knicks and the Nets, the Warriors as well, they will not be allowed to enter the home arenas or facilities for games or team activities conducted there unless there's approved medical or religious exemption. And so Shams goes on to talk about that this follows local governmental policies, meaning unvaccinated players on the Nets, Knicks, and Warriors are not allowed to play in home games. Visiting players are exempt from the vaccination requirements in New York City and San Francisco. And of course that, wherever your check is basically getting at, that makes sense as to why, you'd have to abide by their local government policies there. But wow, this is really tough for anybody that's not vaccinated on either of these three squads. It's not going to impact, road opponents because these are local governmental policies there. So, yeah, that's very interesting there. And that brings up the interesting questions as to, obviously that's a major disadvantage when you play home games, especially if you're a team like Brooklyn and it's someone like, say, for example, a Kyrie or something like that. That's a huge disadvantage for your home games now. So, man, that's a lot right there because obviously not knowing who is vaccinated and who's not, that puts you at a huge disadvantage. So certainly these are big implications right here for these three teams for sure. Never thought there'd be a scenario where you'd probably be more happy to play a game on the road than at home. But yeah, that is what it is. But of course, just try to keep the comments respectful. Never want to attack anybody for, either side of how they feel about this because everybody's got their own personal choices and stuff. So let's try to, keep that in mind, guys. But yeah, definitely this is a huge blow right here for players on the Knicks, the Nets, and the Warriors that aren't vaccinated. Even those that are vaccinated, because, it's a team, so you lose one of your best players, that's going to impact everybody. So definitely huge right there. But there you have it, guys. That's the news that's going down for these three teams. And so that just goes to show how, things are really changing in general, But with that being said, appreciate you guys so much for coming through for this video. And as you know, I produce a lot of sports news, so do consider subscribing to the channel. If you're someone that's new to the channel, check out some of my other content and stuff. You're going to continue to see more NFL posts. There's a lot of stuff going in football, but I do cover basketball as well, live streams, all that stuff on one channel. But I appreciate you guys for coming through and see you guys next video.